Everyone, and welcome to my presentation for the Reflowable and Fixed Layout EPUBs. I was given 1984 as my Reflowable EPUB and chose The Ideal Bartender by Tom Bullock from 1917 as my Fixed Layout EPUB. I attempted to publish both of these books on iBooks, but as you can see here, I'm still waiting for 1984 to be accepted. I'm going on almost 2 days, and this is my second attempt, so I don't know if by the time you guys are reading it, if it would have been published, but we will wait and see. The Ideal Bartender, however, got published pretty much straight away, which was exciting. There wasn't much more that I had to do on that one, so that's there ready to go. I used iBooks Author for The Ideal Bartender because it was a program that I'd never used before, so I was interested to learn how it works. It is an interesting program in the sense that, as you can see here, as soon as you open it, it goes directly to the page that I believe you were looking at first, rather than going to the intro page, which I would say is a pro and a negative, depending on whether you're reading a novel that you want to go directly to. So I do have to go back to the intro. Some relaxing music for you guys because I know you'll need to chill a little bit. So this was a really interesting program to use. I found it great in the sense that they already had layouts and designs ready to go, which is what I've used for mine. However, there were some cons in the sense that there were some restrictions on altering the design. For instance, the background colour wasn't something that I could figure out how to change even after research. It was good in the sense that these widgets were incredibly easy to use. There wasn't much to them other than dragging them in and then putting in your images. For instance, on this one, it's a slideshow. There was another great one, which was a roll bar. And this one as well offers links, so it'll take you directly to a page, which for mine was good because some of the spirits used in these cocktails are quite old, so they can be hard to find, so that was a good one for me. Another really handy tip for this book was the glossary section. So for instance, if we go to this chapter, this is a link here for a jigger, which is a type of measurement. It'll pop up and then you can go to the glossary, which gives you more details. So I found that incredibly handy, especially for my book, which was quite old. There was another element that I looked into, which was book covers, and I found this article by Canva from the design school, which was incredibly helpful because it really helped to define and outline what people look for and the specific things that should be included in a book cover. And that is, for instance, reading the book, understanding its content, so you're able to then bring those ideas into the book cover. There was also another really good one regarding typography, which was fantastic, and that I really used for 1984. So you've got the hierarchy details here, contrast, as well as fiddling with the shapes and techniques of that type. So if you have a look at the 1984 cover, I can really see that there. All in all, it was a really interesting project. I learned a lot more so about what it takes to publish things online because it certainly wasn't an easy task. It required a lot of downloading of different programs. This is all through iTunes. And I certainly learned a lot in the sense that there's a lot more you need to do in order to be able to make money doing this sort of thing. Certain agreements that need to be signed, and of course programs that make what you're uploading compatible for the programs. So all in all, I certainly learnt some things that I will use in the future, especially regarding design, not necessarily for book covers, but for design in general. I think content and the use of typography in images is incredibly insightful. However, I think I may hold back to publish anything online as of yet, just until I've got everything set up on my end. But it is nice to know that it does take a while to be able to get to this stage where you've got something online to sell. Thank you.